So what I'm going to try and do is get in deep
Oh,
into bone level. How about that? So if we're at bone level, it means we're at the origin, hit where that attachment is. Remembering attachment is the source of suffering. And work that. So I could probably work quite a bit on Jace on here because it's got a bit...
Got a bit in it.
Yeah. A bit of therapeutic pain. G'day guys, Ninja and Jace here today.
G'day.
So it's not obscure anatomy, but it's interesting anatomy.
You've stuffed it up. I found it. Don't worry. Keep going,
One before.
Oh no. Here we. Oh no.
That's all good. It's all good. We're getting there.
We'll play.
So we're doing PERONEUS longus.
Hey.
The PERONEUS, your Johnny Eels, we call it, the old rugby union player for Australia, captain of Australia. But anyway, the peroneal longus is an interesting muscle. We can kind of zoom in on this. We can see it attaches up into the side of the fibula, is it?
Up here? Yep.
Is it fibula?
Fibula head.
Fibula head, so up here, and then it goes down along the side of your leg and then hooks around the back of your ankle here and goes
here,
in, around, and then under your foot. You can see how it comes from here and then goes under your foot and goes into the inside of your big toe bone. Okay, might be able to see it a little bit better on this one here. You can kind of see this muscle here. It goes around here and then you can kind of see it hooks around and then goes underneath your foot and then it would go under. So it is an interesting muscle. We've got one that's, so you can kind of look on this one here. It's the blue, light blue, so you see it here. But then it's on the side of your foot and goes in there. And you can kind of see that this is like a really deep view. It attaches right along the side of the bone there. So it's not just an attachment up here like you would think. The tendon's not just up here. It joins onto the bone right through there. So it'd be like a little sucker onto the bone. So you can have knee pain up here because it's tight and it's pulling on that bone. But you could also have some flat feet. So when that's short, it's going to flatten your foot. And so you can have
some ankle issues.
Have some problems with that. And Jace has got a few little issues with his lower legs at the moment.
Yeah, so just a bit of range of motion issues. So
yeah, so we thought opportune time. Do we want to show it on bones?
If you want to show it on bones, Inge, give it a look.
Well, this might be wrong. Disclaimer here.
No, go with it.
So it's going to join on here.
This one. Fibula.
This one? Oh, fibula. I thought,
he's done well.
See, I got it wrong. So I told you it should be wrong. So it's going to join on up here somewhere, and then it's going to come along here, going to join onto the bone along here to about there, and then it's going to come down here. It's going to wrap around under here, so like a little pulley, go through here, and then it's going to attach in, under here, okay, on the inside of the big toe there somewhere. Not exactly 100% sure, but you get the idea. Go through anatomy books, and we're running with it, yeah. Give you a nice pillow.
Oh, thanks, Ninja.
This could be a nice relaxing bloody massage, I reckon.
Let's do it. I reckon,
So, yeah, so we're just going to do just a general treatment. I'll get out of the road of the camera. So, I'm going to feel up into that fibula head, is it?
That's it, Ninja.
Bloody your fibula.
He's on fire now.
Fibbing ya. Fibbing your fibula.
You better than
bad
that,
joke.
You're better than that.
I'll come up with something. Give me a couple of minutes. John Eels was pretty good. No one would understand.
You've said that one for years.
I know, it's bloody gibberish.
Need a new one.
People that aren't in Australia, they won't even know.
I don't even think many Australians know.
No one would know John Eels.
Oh, that's a good spot there.
The Cockney, English Cockney. Cockney.
What's that?
It's when it's a whole language where you kind of use
rhyming slang.
Rhyming slang, yeah. Instead of the word, they'll say something else, which you've got to know what it means to imply what they're talking about.
Like it sort of sounds like it, but it's not anything near what the word is.
Yeah. Do we have any examples? What do we?
You bring out your best ones. Come on.
Oh, you can say like one of the original ones was Port of Spain. So instead of rain, it's the Port of Spain.
There you go.
Or you're bacon and eggs, your legs.
They're pretty simple ones, aren't they?
Like that.
Oh, there's a good spot.
Or your Fred Astaire, your hair. You know, just different things like that. So there's different ones.
You wouldn't be saying that too often, Inge.
Yeah.
Fred Astaire.
No, Fred Astaire, I don't have
Don't have Fred Astaire.
Yeah, but we kind of use like footy players over here, like when you're feeling a bit ill, might be feeling a bit Stephen Ick. He's still sick. I think he played with North Melbourne. Now he's like Carlton's.
If you're a bit sore, Ninja, or do you say you're a
bit Peter?
Peter Moore?
Peter Moore. His son Darcy. You could probably say a bit Darcy at the moment. What about Johnny Blakey?
The old fakies.
The fakies. Yeah. Anyway, it can go on and on.
Yeah. Back into the treatment, Ninja. Yeah. What are we doing?
Yeah. So what I'm going to try and do is get in deep into bone level. How about that? So if we're at bone level, it means we're at the origin. And what do we say about the origin?
Origin is the origin.
Origin is the origin.
Origin is the suffering of pain, isn't it?
It's the source of suffering.
There you go.
Attachment. Attachment is the source of suffering. You're almost there.
Yeah.
Attachment, origin is kind of a bit of anatomy terms. So yeah, the attachment is the source of suffering. So one to remember, where's this stuff attaching? So if it's attaching onto the bone, it's going to be stressed at that point. It's going to be pulling at that point. That's the whole mechanism of muscles. They need a tendon as a means of attaching to a bone. And for movement to occur, they need to pull one bone towards another bone.
That's it.
Really? Yeah. Is that just in real basic terms? So those muscles need to be attached onto bones really securely so they can create movement. And I suppose over time, we have stress through these points, so not necessarily just through one incident like an impact injury. We can have, things can go out of
more biomechanical issues and muscle imbalances,
things like that. Yeah, so
footwear might play a role in people's dysfunction down in the lower leg, particularly.
Yeah. So yeah, things accumulate over time. Like it's like good. Think of analogies like a filter. A filter accumulates little micro things slowly, but then eventually it gets clogged and blocked. So when your filter is blocked, whatever filter it is, might be in a car, things don't go so well, do they, when they're blocked up? Or your air conditioner, when the filter's blocked, or your dryer. That's the one we kind of are changing the filter on every time.
The lint?
The lint. Oh. When that gets too thick, it blocks up and it can't suck air through it. And the clothes don't get dry. The moisture can't get...
Worst case, you could start a fire and then hinge.
Yeah.
Which is probably the whole body just blowing up, isn't it? That's the equivalent.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do in this this treatment, I'm going to try and trace along to the point where it wouldn't be attached to the bone anymore. And then I'm going to go down and try and work it through behind this hinge point here, this pivot pulley system that it's got going. And then we might try and locate the spot under the foot. A little bit of spit there.
A little bit of spit was there, needs some extra moisture.
Just means I'm spitting.
That's all right. You haven't stuffed your words yet, so
yeah,
going well.
There's still plenty of opportunity to fuck
we might
up.
get one.
Yeah. So let's see how we go.
No, you're a wordsmith, Ninja. You'll be fine.
Yeah, like that. So what I'm going to do, let's sort of start down here. So where you can kind of feel where the bony bit is. So it will be coming through here and it would hook under there. So I'm going to start here and try and trace. There'd be a real thin tendon through there and it's kind of nervy. You feeling that?
Yeah, it's a pretty sharp sort of sensation, but it's good.
Yeah. So I suppose when people think of massage, they generally think of just rubbing the bellies of the muscle, and it's just
lots of oil,
a back and a hammy, maybe some calves. But what we're doing, we're changing the game. Physical therapy can be really
beneficial.
Effective was the word I was looking for. Effective on knees, ankles, fingers, all these different areas, pubic bones. All these areas that can get sore and have dysfunction, have injuries in these spots. And it can be cured, be helped, help the body to heal itself through deep tissue.
It can actually be treated.
It can be treated, yeah. So, and it can be really effectively done. And it's just sort of it's just not even thought possible, so it's not even looked at. So people just go for injections and try to exercise their way out of it, whereas that scar tissue doesn't get filed down like it can with this good, slow, deep kind of treatment. And there's a nerve through here as well. So
no, it's more just the spot you're on, I reckon.
Yeah. So yeah, Jace is copping it a bit here, but he's a good sport.
Oh.
You get some facial expressions. So yeah, I'm just trying to really slowly. So I'm getting towards the back of that ankle now. So I'm just going to try and find anything that feels stuck and it's sore on Jace and things like that. So if you did have peroneal issues, you know about it, don't you? You kind of, there's soreness in the side of that leg. You just sort of, when you touch yourself, it's just like that, and there's one will stand out as being ropey and sore and tender. So and then sort of left untreated, you can have knee pain, or you can have flat feet and soreness in your feet even, with that tendon is pulling on the bone. Yeah. So I'm gonna go right under there, like that. So now I'm gonna be able to work under here. So I don't have any wax on my hands either, so it's sort of not moving. Oh yeah, I can feel that there. So that's his longest tendon here, where it's hooking underneath the back of that ankle there. So I can kind of, I can really, you can see the muscles under there moving through.
See it pop up.
Yeah. So I'm trying to pin that and work it through.
Oh yeah, it's good.
Good, isn't it? So when you're receiving this treatment, you just know that it's good. And when you've got these kind of pains, you can have pain just in here, and you want relief, and you kind of intuitively know that if you kind of worked it and pinned it and held it and did something with the hands-on treatment, that it would be better. But you kind of programmed a bit by society to think, nah, you can't massage this, it's not effective, there's no double-blind scientific tests or something like that. But doesn't matter if you got double-blind tests, it matters if you get results, and when you kind of tune in and you give the body what it's telling you it needs, and the person's telling you what they need, you can bloody make things happen.
Amazing things can happen.
Yeah, amazing things can happen. I've done it thousands and thousands of times, and I don't have one single double-blind test. I've just got reviews. Bloody people saying, go and see this bloke because he bloody fixes you. They just got that confidence in the work. So yeah, so that you don't have to believe the narrative that's out there. We're trying to change that narrative, and that's what
get
we're
this
about.
work further around the world, get more people access to it.
Yeah.
Through training courses and
things like that.
These videos.
Yeah.
So if you like the work that we do, and share it around. Send it to you. If you've got someone that has pain, send them a video. Comment.
Yeah. So let's see if we can work on.
Do you want me to roll over?
No. I reckon we just do it like this, and then I'll try and hook around up to this kind of region. So it's going to hook in about here. So you can see there's going to be a line
so if I do
through
that,
there. Yeah, so that would that's what would happen to flatten the foot through here. Is that that would be stuck down like that, and that arch wouldn't be so pronounced. So I'm just going to go from here to there, like that. So it's going to be inside that bone.
This is going to be fun.
Yeah. So we've got to push in quite deep because it's underneath all these layers of feet muscles. We've got about 5 layers of foot muscles.
Not just the plantar fascia ninja. There's a lot more to it.
It's very complex, but it's a masterful design. It's amazing. So it's like we got shoes on without shoes on. When you look at the layers and what it does, it's able to absorb forces and braking forces. So those when you would land each time when we walk and run and pivot and jump and things like that. So it absorbs that, but it's able to spring off and in different directions so that you can kind of move around. So but it's got these real thick fascial layers that kind of are really strong and springy. But yeah, the complexity of all the bones in the feet. So I think there's 30 bones, something like that, 33 joints, something. Yeah,
something.
There's lots going on, lots of muscles, 30 odd muscles, 30 odd bones, 30 odd ligaments. So there's lots going on in here. So, but it's designed. It wasn't designed with shoes in mind. You know, dogs don't put shoes on, or you know.
Or if you've seen videos with dogs with shoes on, they don't know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah. And I've pulled out a video the other day of when my oldest girl was learning to walk, and I put some gumboots on her, and she was going clop, 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 didn't know how to walk, and then I got her to walk to me, and then I took the gumboots off, and then just in bare feet, and she just ran. You know, it was just so dramatic,
feedback,
the difference. Yeah, just didn't know how to walk in the gumboots. So yeah, it was pretty interesting video. 8 years old now, the video. Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit of time. So I'm just going to go into there. Ooh. Yeah, you can probably feel that. So I can push right through those layers.
I can feel
I can feel where that tendon would join on to that bone. Like that. And then, yeah, I really want to hit where that attachment is. Remembering attachment is the source of suffering. And work that. So I could probably work quite a bit on Jace on here, because it's got a bit
in it.
Yeah, a bit of therapeutic pain.
It is, yep, feels good in there.
Yeah. So you kind of, you're making him shake a little bit, but you kind of want to endure it because you know that you're going to be better in the future. So like an investment, you know, this bodywork is an investment of your time, your effort, but also towards getting rid of pain for one. But yeah, second, it's performing better. So, you know, and performance doesn't just mean you're an elite athlete. You know, it's performing in life, being able to do what you want to do, whether it's just pick up your kids or do your job properly.
Yeah,
you know?
That's it.
You know?
Get out of bed pain-free. Some people, particularly with foot and ankle issues, the first thing is, getting up from either sitting down or sleeping at night. When you wake up in the morning, that's when it tends to give you the most amount of grief. So, yeah. Even just improving that side of your performance, of not having to be stressed when you're waking up and first putting your feet on the ground, that's got a bit on it.
Yeah. So I'm having to push through a bunch of layers of muscle to try and affect that tendon deep underneath. But I'm probably not directly touching it because it's got so many layers of that plantar fascia. That plantar fascia is a real thick, rubbery kind of material it's made from. So yeah, even if we're not on the intended muscle, we're going to be freeing up stuff above it, and that pathway for it to slip through there and attach onto that bone and do its job is it's going to be better. So I'm nearly done. So I reckon just there I can feel a bit.
Good. Yeah.
So I'm just going to do it so the camera can pick it up.
Give it. Go on, Inch.
Give it a whack.
Yeah, give it a whack.
Right. Here we go.
That's good. Oh.
Yeah. A bloody peroneal longus. Would I call it PERONEUS or something like that?
Before you knew.
Yeah. No, I don't know.
You've got a few different names for muscles.
Yeah.
And bones and joints and...
I reckon the worst one that I didn't know was rotatores.
Rotators.
Rotators. I just thought they were called rotators for 20 years. Fuck. Longer than 22 years. It's just the last 3 years. I was like, what do you call them rotatores for? Rotators.
What do you make them sound all fancy for?
Yeah. You just pulling me leg. Interrogoid starting with a P.
That's for you, didn't it?
That's bullshit.
Oh.
There we go. I think we're pretty done for you.
What about your coccyx? Didn't you say coccyx?
Coccyx.
Coccyx.
Coccyx, is it?
There you go.
Coccyx.
Coccyx. That it, Ninja?
That's it. We're done with your longus, so you'll be able to move better.
Thank you.
So yeah, we'll keep on working with Jace. Get his lower leg mobility back where he wants it, and yeah, I think the longus might be one of the key muscles that is going to get him back.
Find out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you. Like, subscribe, share. Look at our Patreon if you want more content. It's really good on there. So
Head on over.
head on over.
Thanks, guys.
Done.